Coming up on this episode of the Spiro Podcast.
And it's especially difficult because if you think about our clientele as real estate agents, your top agents, they already have nice things. Like they're somewhat difficult to give a nice gift to, because they buy what they want.
Welcome to the Spiro Podcast, managing your real estate photography and videography business. With your hosts, Todd Kivimaki and Craig Magrum.
Hi, and welcome to the Spiro Podcast, managing your real estate photography and videography business. Spiro is a software platform. It's designed to help you maintain, manage, direct your day-to-day real estate media business, but ultimately help you scale it and become very efficient and effective in what you do. Welcome back to the podcast. I'm Craig Magrum, host of the podcast, and we're getting ready to wind up the year here. And of course, each and every week, our co-host and founder and owner, Todd Kivimaki. Welcome, Todd.
Craig, it's great to be on here. Good to see everybody today, or great to be with everybody. Thank you for your time. We don't underestimate that. We do thank you for copping on with us. We were just at conferences for the year. So Craig and a lot of the Wild team got to go with me to the Rep conference, which is fabulous. And then myself and the Spiro team, we went to the PMRE conference, and we just enjoyed getting to talk with so many of you. And we know we have so many just loyal listeners. So thank you for that. I just want to say that started at the top of the hour here. Thank you for your support. If you have an idea of what you want to hear on the podcast, you can contact us. I'll get it out, y'all. I just got to spit it out here. hello@spiro.media. Send us a note. You'll get us. We'll answer. Let us know what you want to learn about or what you'd like some insight on. Or if you are a master at something that you'd like to share and you like the idea of reaching the community, let us know that as well. So again, email hello@spiro.media.
Excellent. All right. Well, it's end of the year. It's, Christmas time. We start thinking about gifts and time with family and friends and all of that good stuff. So this week, we are going to be talking about Christmas gifts for your clients, how to do the planning for that. Which clients do you give those to? Just all things gift related to help you think through that and just further deepen those relationships with your clients. But before we get to that, Todd, Spiro announcements and updates. What's going on?
Yeah, so you might have it by now, depending when you're listening to this, but we are moving towards our CRM functions. And this is going to allow you to do actions that actually affect the growth of your business, is what I've been saying. So we know that, and we talk to a lot of you, and we coach a good amount of you. And those of you, when we're talking, we know that you have limited time. And on many of your lists is not number one being client acquisition. And we want to help you with the time that you're devoting to client acquisition. We want to make it easier for you to do it. We want you to be able to track it and manage it so that you can grow your business. As I look back over the years, the way that we grew to be over 14,000 jobs this year, and it was low 12,000s last year. So we are still growing at a very nice pace. Is we focus on growth. It's a core value of ours. And we have systems and processes that allow us to focus on that, and people. So we want to give you some insight. We want to give you some tools that we have, and we want you to grow your business to meet your goals. So CRM functions are coming. Check out the website, spiro.media, or if you're on our email list, you'll have a newsletter when the updates launch. It will be the agent grid where you will be able to manage your agents, look at that data with quick filters that are valuable to your company, make the calls when needed, set follow-ups when you need to so that people don't fall out of the funnel.
Follow-up is key.
Yeah. They say the fortune's in the follow-up, and we're going to help you do that. And so we are excited about these features. We'll continue to build on this. These are things that we want for our company. So if we want them, we know you guys want them. and we'll have them out very soon, and we'll continue to build on them. Okay,
excellent. Anything else? I think we have something. We'll mention it later, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, just a quick update on if you have not launched Titus in your Spiro system. Yes. If you don't know what Titus is, please go back and find it. Listen to we've done podcasts. We've done many things. We've done a live with Eli Jones. Titus will change your business. We are seeing at WOW, we compare when people use pay at close with Titus versus pay now. So when agents have the convenience to pay when the house closes, and again, you get paid immediately, our agents at WOW are spending 44% more.
That's amazing.
If you want your agents to spend 44% more and have that flexibility, please look at Titus. It's a game changer. We're the only ones that have it. It's integrated in the system. It's just, I already said fabulous. I don't know what else to say. Like, I'm telling you all, I don't get this hyped about things. Please look at it. Please see how it can change your business. Also, if you're like, hey, I'm in California and you didn't have it, Nick and the Titus team has worked hard. They are in California now. So please check it out. It's a great thing to do as we all slow down here for the winter. Advertise that to your agents and put that into your business workflow.
Excellent. There was a brief moment there, Todd. You were actually speechless. That's a rare moment.
I agree. 44%. It's such a no-brainer. Yeah. And I will tell you, I know there's some naysayers about this. I was one of the biggest ones months ago. And then I started looking at the data, and now I see the data in my own company. Like, it's not a shiny object, y'all. Like, it's something that agents need. We know that. We integrated it. We're the first. We're the only to have it. Again, I'll say that again because we work hard for you all. Like, look at the updates. I'll just toot my engineering's horn here for a little bit. Like, look at the updates that we gave you. And I do this very rarely. I never sell on this podcast, but look at the updates that we gave you over the last 12 months. And if you're not with us, I hope I can earn your business, that you see how relevant we are to your business and how much we have given to our users over the last 12 months compared to other systems. So you do the comparison. I'm not going to do it here, but we have worked hard for you all. We will continue to do it. We'll continue to be the first to do auto HDR, first to do Titus, first to do CRM features, first to do Spiro Sync. We'll continue to say that as you listen to us on the podcast. I'm done. That was my hard pitch, Craig.
It's fine. And those of you that are Spiro clients, we appreciate you so much. We truly have really enjoyed getting to know you. I mean, the rep conference, that was just so much fun. Anyway, so Todd, it is a fun time of year. It's the season of giving. It's more blessed to give than receive. And that's what we're going to be talking about this week. Giving back to our clients. And I have had a ton of fun working on a special project for my VIPs in my market this season. But there's a lot of planning that goes into giving gifts to clients and VIPs and figuring out who do I give to? What's my budget? Just all these questions that maybe on the surface you don't think about, but we've put together a pretty good guide of planning for giving back. And so I'm just going to turn things over to you and let's work through this.
Yeah, Craig. So we took our 5-step process for gift giving around the holidays that we've done for many years. And we strategically look at this process and we strategically look at everything we do. And so I've got the guide here in front of me, and it's a 5-step process. This is the WOW Way Guide to Client Gift and Holiday Giving. So we're going to go through these 5 simple steps. One thing I've learned as I get older every year is I hate to be like around Christmas time, like 2 or 3 days, it finally slows down before Christmas. Like, it's just such a bad feeling to feel like you're underprepared.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like, and I try to weigh that with going overboard, especially like with my kids. But people are in your lives and clients that are important, and they are a lifeblood to your business, and they use you consistently and they refer you. And I do think, like Craig said, it's very nice just to say thanks. And you don't have to spend a ton of money. If some of you are like, hey, I just don't know where the money is going to come from, we have ideas for you. So Craig, we're going to go through this 5-step process. It's relatively simple, but it's tested and tried.
Excellent. Let's dive in. Okay, so step number 1 in the process. Walk us through it, Todd.
Yeah, you're going to want to prepare your data. So you're going to get this time of year, and now you have lots of clients. We have thousands and thousands of them in our system, and you're just going to want to create basically your own agent ranking report. So if you're in Spiro, go to the metrics section. You can download an agent performance, or you can download the full order report. Your goal here is you're just going to want to compile your data. And if you download those reports, here's just a user tip. Give it to AI, give the whole big report for 12 months to AI and tell it to create this for you.
Okay.
Instead of doing different, going to Excel and sorting and grouping and doing all that stuff, just give it to AI. It's the easy button. And it'll give this to you. But you're going to look at your clients and companies from most spend down. And ideally, what we suggest is the people that spend the most with you are your best clients. I know that's nothing like, just earth shattering there, but they're the people we need to remember during this time of year.
So is there like a certain percentage of your top clients that you would focus on, or how do you distill that down?
Yeah, so it's a great question. A lot of times when you're going through your list, you're going to see the 80-20% rule come into effect. So you're probably going to see the top 20% of your agents probably spend or do 80% of your revenue. So other than just going through your list and looking, like you'll see, hey, this person spent 20,000, this person spent 15, and you'll go down and you'll see like, okay, there's a lot of 7s and there's a lot of 5s, and it drops out here. Take a look at where you see those dropouts, and you might see something natural in there of where you're going to cut off the kind of the limit of where you're going to give certain tiers of gifts. We'll go into different tiers of gifts. There are ways that you can reach lots of agents. And then there's also things you should do for your VIP clients, but use that 80-20 rule.
Excellent. All right. Step number 2. So we've compiled data. We've got, a pretty good ranking report. What's step 2?
Yeah. Step 2, say you've identified the 50 agents that, and I'm just using that as a number. I'm not saying it should be 50, but say you've identified 50 individuals that you are going to give something to this holiday season. What you need to do is you need to establish a budget, because if you just do it based on your feelings, you might be happy this time of year, might be feeling good. It might have been a good year, and you start adding up those things. And it's especially difficult because if you think about our clientele as real estate agents, your top agents, they already have nice things. Like they're somewhat difficult to give a nice gift to, because they buy what they want. And I'm generalizing here, but it's going to be tough to buy really nice, knock it out of the park gifts for all of your clients. I mean, spending $100 a client is just not realistic. We spend $100 on some of our clients, but it's not realistic to give to a large amount of clients.
Right.
So a number that we recommend is take 0.15%, okay, of top line revenue. So whatever you're going to do this year, if you're going to do 400,000, multiply that times 0.0015, and then take that number, 15%, not 0.15%, excuse me, not 15%. Okay. Where you're not giving away 15% of your revenue. Yeah. Don't spend that. It's 0.15% of your revenue. And that's a roundabout amount of what we spend. Look at that. Are you comfortable with that? Is that going to put you in a bad spot? Okay. You don't need to spend that. If you feel like you can give more, please give more. I don't think you can overgive to an extent, but if it was a great year and you want to take care of your clients a little bit better, then give what you feel is comfortable.
So Todd, kind of a little bit of a tangent, but what if you're in a situation where you have multiple markets that might be at different, say, income levels, or do you keep that same percentage, or do you kind of allocate things a little bit differently? What's your thoughts on that?
Yes, we do. We've looked at this a few ways, and we think the best way to do it is you take the same percentage. So multiply top line revenue times 0.0015 if you're doing 0.15% of gifting of revenue.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to want to divide that number equally among your markets. So say say you're doing that $400,000, but say 300,000 of it comes in one market and you're doing 100,000 in another market. You should give 75% of it to the bigger market. Okay, that's 75%. Allocate it to the bigger market. Now you might want to throw in like a base revenue of or a base gifting amount of say $200, because maybe you have a market that's extremely small and just got started, and you try to equally distribute the budget. You might get a budget of like $14, and you can't do much with $14. So maybe I think we give each of our markets $200, take that out of the budget, and then we equally distribute the rest of the Christmas budget based on the revenue of each city, the percentage of revenue.
Got it.
Yeah, in each city. So that's what we do. That gives you a good idea of where to spend and how to spend it, and if you're in different markets.
Okay. Excellent. Pretty simple so far.
Yeah, not too bad, right, Craig? Now here comes the fun part.
Yeah.
So step number 3 is buying the gifts, getting the gifts. And we've looked at this, we've overthought this. I think one thing we don't want to do is we don't want to overwhelm you with one huge task to do. Now, like we have individuals in the team, like Jess is fabulous at putting together gift baskets, and she can go out and somehow she can go to 1 or 2 stores and she has like these incredible gift baskets that look like they came from like this boutique shop. I can't do that. I hate walking around stores looking for things personally, the crowds this time of year. So I'm not trying to overwhelm you. You can keep it simple. And the way that you will do this and continue to successfully do this is by keeping it simple. So Craig, I know what we do at WOW is we allow our salespeople in each city, we give them the budget and we just say, hey, you can decide what you want to do. We do have some help, some things that we suggest, and we'll talk about them. It's a gift giving company here that we use that you can utilize as well. We'll let you know about them, but we do give the budget because those individuals are local in that city. You all know what's local. We love to buy local things, do local things. So Craig, would you mind sharing some of your secrets as to how you took your budget and what did you do with it to create gifts this year?
Yeah. So I've done different things over the years, but there's kind of 3 ways you can break it up. You could do, say, gift baskets for maybe your top brokerages. Maybe you have a broker deal with a particular broker or multiple brokers doing some sort of gift for the entire office, whether it's a meat and cheese tray or, chocolates, whatever, something that you could put on the front desk, at the receptionist desk, that's just for the entire brokerage to let them know, hey, we really appreciate your partnership at the broker level. And making sure that you say hello to the broker while they're there, if they're there. Then you also want to look at your VIPs, go through that formula, the percentage that you're looking at, and do something nice for your VIPs as well. Now, what I've done, let's see, last year, Todd, there is a chocolate place in Findlay, Ohio, that's very, very well known. People know about their chocolates. They had put together different levels of their products, their chocolate products, in kind of like a gift bundle type of thing. And so I did their chocolate packages for my VIPs last year and got a great response. This year, I decided to do something a little bit more personal. It's actually a little bit more affordable. I'm not spending as much, but the time investment has been substantial, but nothing compared to what Chris, one of our sales manager, what he's doing. And maybe I'll let you talk about that. But I love to cook, right? And people know from my social media, I like to smoke meat. Pretty much anything meat and smoking related, I love. And bacon related especially.
Oh, yes.
So Todd, I found, I don't know, probably a year ago, I found this recipe for a smoked maple bourbon bacon jam.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Oh, dude. Did I just say dude to the owner of our company?
You did. That's it's that good though. It's
that good. And I haven't made it a ton, but it's really, really good, especially on a burger. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to make smoked maple bourbon bacon jam for my VIPs. And it's not a normal gift. I haven't heard of bacon jam being given as a Christmas time gift, but it's really good. It was handmade. I took the time to make this myself. And because of the relationships I have with my customers and being able to tell them, hey, I made this, and I explain what it is. I've delivered, 10 out of my 14 VIP gifts. And Todd, the reactions I've gotten this year without them even tasting it yet has been incredible. Yeah, so I'm really excited about this. In fact, I had to tell my wife, Gail, I had a woman tell me she loved me today. when I told this realtor what it was, I love you. So, anything that you're really passionate about and good at, and you can maybe put some personal time into, that is just a really special touch to be able to do. Yeah, the VIP gifts, personal touch, a lot of time. It takes a long time to make just one jar of this.
Oh my goodness. I know my wife makes jam from time to time. I'm like, do you know that you can buy that at a store? Like it takes, and then if it doesn't set, like there's just so much that goes into it, and you have to get temperatures and.
Mine isn't that complicated. It's just time consuming, cooking the onions down to caramelize and frying all the bacon and anyway, I've had fun.
Craig, I think we need a video of you making this. I think this is going to be like a Joanna Gaines. Like we need you in the kitchen. So I think we're going to bring up the camera equipment. We're going to have to figure out a way to get your recipe.
What's funny is
on YouTube.
I could share the recipe. Actually, I could put the recipe in the show notes if you guys.
No, Craig, we want you in an apron with a chef hat. We want to be in your kitchen. I don't know if anybody else is saying this right now other than me, but I think there's going to be a lot of people saying, yes, I want to be in Craig's kitchen for maple bacon jam.
Okay. Well, you'll have to send the team up to produce it. I can't do it all. I do have an apron though. I've got a very funny apron actually. Maybe I'll send a picture to Justine here to throw in the in the podcast.
Okay, Craig, just a couple of quick questions here to clarify.
Yeah.
Just your process here, because if you take a broker basket in to an office, is that the only gift you give, even if there's VIPs there? Like, is that become their gift, or do you actually give the VIPs their maple bacon jam? And then I guess I have a follow-up question to that as well.
Okay. So yeah, the brokerage office would still get a gift basket, especially if you have a broker deal in place with them and they're one of your top clients as a brokerage. But the VIP is still, you're looking at what they're spending with you, and you still want to give them some care and individual attention and a show of thanks for what they're doing at an individual level. As an agent or a team, whatever. So yeah, it's still both gifts.
Got it. So they're both gifts. Great. And then this is maybe more of a personal thing, but like you can't give gifts to everyone. And if you're in an office and you're taking, say the VIP list, you have an agent in the office that just missed the cutoff. It's just like, but I really like him or her. Like, am I just in my own head about that, or what?
No, because I kind of ran into that situation last year where I did deliver at the office, and there was another agent that we do shoot for, and I had an extra gift, and she was kind of right at that cutoff. And so I did actually give that agent a gift as well, but it got me thinking about that type of situation. And so this year I've done a lot more deliveries to their homes. So
that's a great idea.
Yeah. And nobody has had a problem sharing their home address. So it's kind of avoided that situation, that awkward situation you can have when you walk into an office and you're giving one agent a gift and not another that is also your client. That's a great question.
Yeah. So a couple great tips there. Thanks for that, Craig. One, you might want to have a few extra gifts.
Yeah.
I know many of you are a high S personality, which means you want everybody to be okay in the disc profile. And it feels like you take it in and you're like, oh, you spent $3,000 with me and you spent $2,850. It's like, you don't get a gift, but you get it. So you might want to have a few extra gifts. If not, you're going to give them to some probably family member on Christmas, when you see them around. It never hurts. My wife, my mom, they always buy extra gifts. Candles, lotions, things like that. That's easy for guys. You just go to the guy aisle and TJ Maxx or something and buy something there. But a couple extra gifts are great. And then also, if you can deliver them to your client's home, and Craig, I'd like to just make the point that your clients, if they are completely comfortable giving you their home address, shows that you are doing your work as nurturing your clients, and your clients getting to know, like, and trust you. Because if you're just a vendor, and this is for everyone out there, as vendors, if your client doesn't feel comfortable with you and they're like, can you just send it to my office? Yeah. Like, I think that's just a level of comfort. I know you all listeners take fabulous care of your clients, but I do think that's just a nice touch to drive to their home. Also note that home address down if you're asking them for that address so that you have it for next year.
Right. And just for transparency, I haven't delivered every gift to each person's home. I did have a couple of office deliveries as well, but I've done a lot more home deliveries this year than I did last year.
Okay, awesome, Craig. Thank you for all the insight. Is there any other level of gifting that you give? We have the brokerage baskets. We have our VIPs. Do you do anything else?
Yeah, you could go that next tier down and do, a handwritten card and maybe like a $5 or $10 gift card to Amazon or something like that. Just something at a smaller level, but shows that you're still recognizing that they're partnering with you at still a decent level. You don't want to ignore those mid-tier agents because they're a substantial part of your business still. So
yeah, I agree. I think there's one thing that I had a coach who was big on handwriting note cards, and he did it the whole year round, not just for Christmas, but the way he started off his day was every day he hand wrote 3 cards to somebody. And he would do that every single day and he'd send them out. And there was times where he would put in a $5 gift card. And I was like, what's somebody going to do with $5? You can't even get a coffee at your local coffee shop really for $5. There is something just psychological that just getting the gift is what is important. It doesn't matter the amount. And honestly, if you think about it, if you open a card and there's a gift card in there, the gift card doesn't show how much is on it. It's generally just a gift card. So they don't even know how much the gift card is. I think I told a story on this podcast once where there was a buddy of mine. We went to school together, had the same major. So we spent a lot of time together in college. And he came to my wedding and he did the same thing. Got a card, hand wrote it, and he left a Walmart gift card in it. And we didn't use the thing forever. And my wife texted me one day laughing that he had like $3.87 on the Walmart gift card. So like he even re-gifted.
That's funny.
Like he used all of it, but $3.87. He gave it to us, but we were like, oh, it's nice. Snook. And that's his nickname. Like, oh, it's nice. Snook like came to the wedding. He actually put pants on and not shorts. And he gave us a card and a gift card. So
yeah,
$5 is more than enough. Don't feel like you need to do more. It serves the purpose of giving the gift. Right. And if you handwrite the card, that's more than what 95% of people do.
Yeah, for sure. So Chris, you got to share what Chris has done. Chris has gone above and beyond what I did even.
Yeah. So Chris, who is our sales manager, he too, like Craig, wanted to personally make the gifts. And he's a woodworker and he's very good at it.
Yeah.
So he handmade these beautiful walnut inlaid cutting boards. And I'm like thick cutting boards, like nice cutting boards, big cutting boards. They are. And it was amazing what he did. He showed me a picture of them this week. We were on a Zoom and they're beautiful. He hand varnished them and sealed them. And that's the completely incorrect technical term, you woodworkers, whatever you do, but they look fabulous.
They're incredible.
They are. And he took the time, he printed out a little care card for how you take care of the cutting boards. And then he had nice packaging or wrap on them. And then he put a wow sticker on them. And so they just look fabulous. It was a lot of time. Craig and Chris both spent a lot of time. But the idea that anybody can take money and buy a gift, but for you to actually give your time, that goes above and beyond. I think we'll see it in like Craig mentioned, the reactions of what people think about it. One lady already loves him. So now that poses a different problem with your wife if you have too many ladies that love you. But if you can make maple bacon jam, I mean, that's key.
Can I share a funny story? Another client
please.
Interaction. Okay, so I hope I don't offend anybody with this. There's no offense meant. And the person in this story was not offended either. So one of our
and no animals were harmed in this story.
Other than the pig that gave its life for the bacon.
Oh no, I didn't know this story. Sorry, I screwed this whole one up.
No, that's okay. So I made a delivery. There is a particular broker slash realtor here in the area that does a lot of business. And the person, however, that I deal with the most is his marketing director. He really, I don't talk to him hardly at all. And he has said in the past, basically just give his marketing director the gift or whatever. And Todd, I felt so terrible. Oh, no. As I was going to this broker's office, I realized, I think I remember the marketing director might be vegetarian. And I was right. I was texting with her. I'm like, Jess, I have an off the wall question. Are you vegetarian? And she said, yes, I am. I said, I apologize so much. The gift that I will be delivering will have to go to the broker because you're not going to appreciate or you're not going to want it. And she was so gracious. And I explained to the broker, hey, I made this. You're going to have to enjoy this. I will get something for your marketing director as well. And she just was standing there all smiles. But the funniest part of this was the broker tried to convert her to eating meat on the spot. Like, you've got to be kidding me. And she's like, no, you're not going to do that. I'm like, did he just really do that? Trying to convert her? Maple ribbon bacon jam. So it was a great interaction. And she's the sweetest woman ever. So I pull out of the parking lot and I get a text from her. I'm like, oh no, hopefully she's not offended. And she said, that was the sweetest gift ever. The fact that you took personal time to do that. Don't worry about, about me being vegetarian, basically. So I'm still going to be getting you something as well. She's wrote back, you don't have to do that. But she was just so gracious because, again, building that relationship, she knew where my heart was. And so she wasn't offended in it. But the fact that he tried to convert her to eating meat. Anyway, you can have some fun interactions with gifts, with your clients like that. Okay, thanks. And
Craig,
I think the story.
No, I'm so glad that you did. But the point that I want to make is when someone tries to take that business from your company, when someone tries to undercut you, or when you need a little grace because your photographer screwed something up or your lead time is further out than your client wants. These are the interactions that secure the business for you. The time that you laughed all together, human to human in the office, that the broker tried to get the admin to convert to not be a vegetarian. Those are all the little things. That's why people stay with you. You have good photos, you have good videos, and don't be offended, y'all, but the stuff's not that, it's not like it's earth shattering and it's not that much better than anyone else's. I probably offended a lot of you. The reason why you keep the client is the relationship. the relationship alone, I'm telling you, as long as you're over the threshold of quality, the relationship is why those clients will stick with you, especially when competitors come in, they offer a discount, they undercut you, they have something better, or, they have whatever it may be. But those are the reasons why why the agents stay with you. Craig, just one thing I also want to point out is these are all these procedures. This is a procedure for us.
Mm-hmm.
This is something that we do, we measure, and we get better every year. We look at where there might be gaps and perfect it. We make it easier. We make it more efficient. We help it convert better if that's what it is. And these are all things that are important to the growth of our business. One thing, and it's a shameless plug, Craig, here, but we have a conference coming up. This is a 2-day event, January 22nd and 23rd of 2026. We're calling it the Spiro Sync. It's where you're going to come build, belong, and breathe. We are going to help you with things like this. We are going to go through how you can create this, what we have, how you create certain procedures. What do you do? In this case, it's hiring with growing a team, stateside admin versus VA admin. All of these items we are going to work on. This is going to be a great time for you to come and connect. There's going to be incredible people there. Eli Jones is going to be there. Colleen Kidd's going to be there. We have some keynote speakers that are going to help you grow your business and think about launching it correctly in 2026. And then also we're going to have breakout sessions where you're in smaller groups, you're connecting with each other, you're building things like this. So January 22nd and 23rd, it's a very limited amount of tickets. They are selling very fast. VIP sold out in 90 minutes. The general admin ticket is still a fabulous. You get everything except that on Saturday, there's a third day for VIPs, but you're going to get the bulk of everything. It's a $199 ticket. The conference is in Dayton, Ohio. It's cheap to stay, cheap to eat. We're going to feed you most of your meals, and we would love you to come, but you have to get your ticket quick. You can get your ticket, go to spiro.media, and in the top nav bar, click Spiro Sync 26.
It's going to be a great time.
Yeah. Craig's going to be there. We're excited about it.
Yep. Okay. So we got the first 3 steps, 2 more steps in the gift giving process. What's number 4?
Yeah, Craig, number 4 is timing and delivery. So you talked about it a little bit, but I think timing's important. Can you just talk about why you've already gone and what we've seen when we go too late and how that affects the outcome of the gifts?
Well, planning ahead is pretty important. And I've been a little under the gun because I was still busy with shoots. So I've been taking some evenings and early mornings to get the jams ready, and do the cooking. And that hand delivery part is pretty important. So I actually had a day this week where I had no shoots on my schedule, and I had 10 out of the 14 jars made. I'm like, I'm going to get these out today because I don't want to rush, towards the last minute before the holiday and not get this done. And, the realtors themselves are getting ready to go on vacation probably as well between Christmas and the New Year. It's a slow season. So you want to have enough time where they can appreciate it. They're not at the point of checking out entirely yet. You can catch them. Things are a little bit slower for them. So yeah, just trying to get it done as early in December as you can.
Yeah. And I know we're setting you up a bit to fail as it's almost mid-December as we're talking about this, but it's still not too late. Don't overcomplicate it. Maybe you're not making jam or cutting boards this year. I've got a kind of a layup for you here, if you will. We have partnered with a local to us company that they do these great little boutique gift boxes of coffee and baked goods, and they have gluten-free options and items like that. You can see what we have on our website, our Wow Video Tours website. So go to wowvideotours.com. It's /gift-shop. There is a link in the nav menu. So if you go to wowvideotours.com and click on the gift shop up there, you will see gifting. We also allow our agents to order these as closing gifts. So we just, it's just a great partner of ours. You don't have to use them by any means, but it's literally like you send them what you want. They create the boxes. They ship them directly to the client. So this is going to save you this time if you feel like you're behind a little bit, where you can just order the items. There's many tiers of gift boxes. Put in the address. You can also send them a personalized card or note, and they'll put them in the boxes. So that's a great option for you. And there's many great options in the cities that you live in. Like Craig mentioned, he's got a great local chocolate creator, company that everybody knows, but don't overdo it. Time is of the essence. Get those gifts out. We have seen before when we've gone like 2 days before Christmas that we leave the gift, the person's not in the office. Then the person emails us mid-January and says, hey, thank you so much for the gift. I just got back and I got it.
Yeah.
It serves a purpose then too, Craig. Like mid-January, it's different because they got the Christmas gift, but keep it simple like we talked about and just do it this year.
Right. All right. Finally, number 5.
Yes, number 5. Well, I'm sorry. I forgot to give a little bit on number 4. When you deliver these things, just a quick tip. When you deliver these things, if you can get a picture with anyone, please do it. Like, hey, I'm in the office. Take the picture, a selfie with the broker if you can get, or whomever, with the gift baskets. Thank you so much for the business. I'm out delivering gifts. Keep an eye out. Anything you can do for social media, that's a great tip to do when you're out in the field. So number 5, quickly here, this is after this is all done. And this all comes back to just how we measure everything at WOW. But you're going to want to, look at what had the most impact. What were the responses you got for taking the time to make maple bacon jam, cutting boards, things like that? How was the response for a gift card? Did realtors email you or they text you real quick and say, hey, thanks, I got the gift. That means a lot. Have a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Gather those things and see where you get the most bang for your buck. And then note that down, because this is something that you're going to be done with it. You take a breath. You're like, great, it's done. And then you're going to try to remember what you did beginning November of next year, and you're going to forget some things just naturally. So ideally, type it out in a little bit of a document so you create an SOP, and then you can review that. Also, ask your team. Maybe your team has heard of something, but just collect all the data and know what it is. Good stuff. All right. Well, it's a fun time of year, Craig. It is. It really is fun to deliver and gift and just see those reactions. And, just something we didn't talk about, Todd, when I was out on Wednesday making those deliveries, I also squeezed in two other things. One, I had seen somebody that I knew from a previous networking group that I had been in a couple of years ago, made an announcement that he just got his realtor's license. So I reached out to him. I'm like, Mike, let's talk, because he knew I was in the field that I was in, and he is in a brokerage that has a preferred vendor that is not us. And I wanted to open with, we are not your preferred vendor. I just want to be transparent. However, and I got a meeting with him. And so while I was out delivering, I had this appointment with him. We sat down, had a great conversation in the midst of delivering the gifts. It's a slow time. That we've talked about this before. When shoot's slow, you go into business development mode. And so he made a verbal commitment to me. He's like, I'm not using the preferred vendor. I've got the relationship with you already. And now he's a new agent. He doesn't have any listings. It's going to take some time for that to build, but you can be very, very productive in your day, even just making deliveries. You can squeeze some other things in. Where we met was actually in the same complex, same strip as a brokerage that I've been working on trying to get a relationship with. Oh. So I'm like, well, after the meeting with Mike, I'm going to swing around, pop my head in there, because it's been a while since I've seen, the office manager. I walked in, Craig, and she has used our company. She's used WOW for shoots before, but has an owner that had a media team in another part of the state that he was insistent on them providing services. Well, through the conversation, she shared with me, the owner has realized that that's not working, and that a local provider is going to work much better for the office in my market. And so it led to an invitation to come speak at their next meeting. So that's awesome. Yeah.
you have to be comfortable with popping in places and just showing your face, saying hello. And that takes time to build those relationships. But this is a great time of year to reconnect and to show your face and set up those brokerage presentations, set up those coffees, looking for new agents and just making yourself available for people.
Yeah, that's a great tip that could lead to just continue. And that would be a very big deal to get that to come in. I know we were talking offline here, Craig, but you never know. That's why we want to do the CRM. That's the lifeblood of your business, is growing and building those relationships. So we have seen that as companies begin to focus on those that relationship building, call it selling. If you don't like selling, serving, whatever it is, but it's relationship building, that's when you see your numbers start to do some hockey stick growth. And as you reach and impact more people.
Yep. Excellent. Fun podcast, Todd. Thanks for those ideas.
Hey, thank you for sharing. I love you did it this last week. So thank you for the tips on that, Craig. And we are excited to, if you have a gift idea, post it in the comments below. Send us a picture. If you made maple bacon jam, maybe we'll do a maple bacon jam off, and whatever it is. If you have an idea, you guys all have great ideas. Post it below. If you're on YouTube, send us a picture of it. We'll share it on here. And we always love the community, serving the community and helping each other.
Good deal. Well, that's going to wrap it up this week. We have some exciting episodes coming up, Todd. some special guests that shared at the rep conference. Should I tell them who's coming, or do we just tease it?
I think you almost have to now.
I probably do. So Colleen Kidd is going to be joining us again.
Yeah.
And Scott Golnick as well. We've got him scheduled, and I'm working on some other guests as well. We're just so excited to build these partnerships and community with you guys. It's a privilege for us. So some good guests coming on to share their knowledge and experience with you all as well. Todd, have a great week.
You as well, Craig. Thanks everybody for listening, and we will catch you next week.
Absolutely. Make sure you take some time, especially in this slower season, to be thankful for the blessings in your life and take a breath. Have a great one.
Thank you for joining us for the Spiro Podcast, Managing Your Real Estate Photography and Videography Business. This is a production of Spiro and Wow Video Tours. You can find out more about Spiro's real estate media business management software at our website, spiro.media.